In the records of World War I, the Battle of Verdun stands as the longest and one of the most brutal clashes. Spanning from the 21st of February to the 18th of December 1916, it was a battle that would etch itself into the very fabric of history. On the hills north of Verdun-sur-Meuse in northeastern France, French and West African troops steeled themselves against a major German onslaught. The stage was set by General Erich von Falkenhayn, commander of the German army. Verdun, a city of immense historical significance to the French, was chosen as the target. Surrounded by 20 major forts and 40 minor ones, Verdun was seen as an unassailable bastion. Falkenhayn's plan was simple, yet ruthless: bleed France white by forcing them to defend their city at all costs. As the sun rose on the 21st of February, the German assault began. In a single day, around 2 million high-explosive shells were fired by 1,400 guns. 1 million troops, led by Prince Wilhelm, the German Kaiser's eldest son, attacked about 200,000 French defenders. By the 24th of February, the French had retreated to a third line of trenches just 8 kilometers from Verdun. The city seemed on the brink of surrender, but the tide was about to turn. General Philippe Pétain replaced General Joffre as the French commander at Verdun. Pétain's orders rang out clear and loud: "Ils ne passeront pas," they shall not pass. He was resolved to inflict maximum damage on the Germans. An astounding 259 out of 330 French infantry regiments fought at Verdun, and supplies poured in through the Sacred Way, the one remaining open road into Verdun. In late February, the German advance was halted. A new German offensive in March saw them gain another 3 kilometers, but by April, the French initiated a series of counterattacks. The battle devolved into a deadly dance of attack and counterattack. The Germans saw their final success in early June when they seized one of the large forts after a grueling fight. As summer turned to autumn, the intensity of the German attacks waned. The British had launched a major attack on the River Somme, and the Germans found themselves stretched thin, having to defend the front line there and against a Russian attack on the Eastern Front. The Battle of Verdun, a 10-month-long indication to the human spirit, ended in December. It was a battle that redefined the concept of war, painting a vivid picture of the sheer tenacity of the human spirit and the lengths nations would go to in the name of pride and patriotism. Even as the guns fell silent over Verdun, the echoes of the battle continued to reverberate across the war-ravaged landscape. The weakening of German forces at Verdun meant that the French were able to retake 2 forts and push the Germans back several kilometers. But the cost of victory was staggering. Over 23 million shells had been fired. The city of Verdun was reduced to rubble, and around 315,000 French and 280,000 German soldiers had lost their lives. The French considered themselves victors, yet neither side had made any real military gains. The battle lines had merely shifted, leaving behind a scarred and devastated landscape. The French government declared a zone rouge, or red zone, covering 170 square kilometers, due to the sheer number of unexploded bombs left in the ground. 9 villages around Verdun were completely destroyed, never to be rebuilt. They remain as solemn memorials, known as the villages that died for France. And yet, despite the heavy losses, the Battle of Verdun remains a symbol of national pride and resilience for the French people, a testament to their courage and determination in the face of overwhelming odds.